Welcome to Monday Night Raw live in Turin, Italy, following the great show we just had in Culling and Natalya. I recommend you go back and check out that show. But tonight, we're kicking things off with a man who was left off the Culling and Natalya show, and that is the World Heavyweight Champion, the badass Bron Breakker. And what him, Paul Heyman, and the rest of the division are confused as to why Bron Breakker was left off the show, and that is what Paul Heyman and Breakker are out here to try and solve, because, well, due to obviously what's happening with the division recently, also there have been issues with the Usos recently, with Austin Theory, Logan Paul, etc. Bron Breakker injuring CM Punk, putting him out on the shelf for the past few months. Not Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, as Bron Breakker was meant to be the opponent for CM Punk, as CM Punk set his sights on becoming World Heavyweight Champion once again. But that was put to red after Bron Breakker hit 5 or 6 tsunamis in a row on him. And Adam Pearce has had issues with the division since they formed. Sneak attacks in championship matches, helping Bron Breakker retain for the likes of Austin Theory, etc. And maybe that's why Bron Breakker was punished by not being on the Clash in Paris card. But let's hear from Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman to start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and this man's name is Bron Breakker, the unpredictable badass, the heavyweight champion of the world. But due to poor management by Mr. Pearce, you'll forget he's champ, and he wasn't on the Clash in Paris card. Now, Mr. Pearce, I'm here to tell you that me and Breakker and the Vision, we've had enough. If Bron Breakker doesn't get the treatment he deserves, then we will take our talents elsewhere, whether that's NXT, whether that's SmackDown, who knows, whether that's a completely different building, who knows as well. But Mr. Pearce, if you don't do your job, I'm going to take Bron Breakker's talents somewhere they are appreciated. Paul, let me speak. Pearce, I'm going to do your job for you. How about this? You choose 2, 3, 4, hell, I don't care how many superstars you think deserve a shot at my championship, but whoever wins, I'll destroy them like I've done everyone else so far. So, if you think you've got the balls, let alone deserve a championship shot, go to Mr. Pearce right now. Get yourself in the hat. Get your name in there. But I'm going to tell you one thing for sure. At Night of Champions, whoever it is that's across from me in the ring, whether it's 2, 3, 4 or 1 person, I don't care who it is, they're going to get speared. And I'm going to be still your world heavyweight champion. And well, after I guess that message from Bron Breakker and Paul Heyman, it's time to begin the King and Queen of the Ring tournament, which will culminate at Night of Champions. And our first round matchup is going to be the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev, who made his return to WWE a few months ago, and since then has been on a collision course and a wrecking ball course, I guess you could say, as he had those matches with Apollo Crews in which he showed a more brutal, more darker, more punishing side of himself that he's ever shown before, injuring Apollo Crews in those matchups. And obviously Apollo Crews fought back and showed what he can do in the ring. So I would like to see Apollo Crews get a chance in this tournament or somewhere down the line. Or maybe tonight Adam Pearce has decided to go round 3, Rusev v Crews. If Crews is ready to compete again, that'd be a great match to see. But Rusev tonight is looking to advance and get himself a big opportunity. If Rusev can win the King of the Ring tournament, and he will get a championship shot at SummerSlam against the world champion of Monday Night Raw, since he's a Raw superstar. So if a SmackDown superstar wins it, they get a SmackDown championship shot. Same goes for the women. I'll see later tonight we're going to have our first round matchup for the women's Queen of the Ring tournament. That would be our main event. Our first though is the Bulgarian Brute, and let's find out who he is taking on to start the show off with for our first matchup of tonight here in Turin, Italy. So Rusev, a European superstar. Out next is going to be the unlucky soul who's been drawn, the competitor of being Rusev, and that is so Tyler Bate. Someone not to be taken lightly here in WWE. Someone that can hang in the ring with Rusev. This is going to be a great matchup. I promise you that to sort of show off with Rusev v Tyler Bate. has the opportunity to be a banger, to say the least. And with Tyler Bate, a big opportunity for him. Last time we've seen Tyler Bate in action, it wasn't losing effort, but he looked good in that matchup. So Tyler Bate yet to really get some momentum going for himself on the main roster, as he had great success down in NXT and NXT UK as well. And Bate tonight, you think it gets, I guess you could say, an upset victory over Rusev. And we'll see Bate advances into the next round of the tournament, but also gets himself on a track to become a world champion. You know, there's a lot of people around the world that will see Tyler Bate, love to see get an opportunity at a championship. And where you could hear this Turin, Italy crowd chanting for Rusev. See, this is the first Monday Night Raw broadcasted live from Italy, I believe, ever. So tonight, this crowd is red hot for this show. And Rusev and Tyler Bate here, even going in this one. And Bate swoops the legs of Rusev. That is not going to be something Rusev wants to see happen. Obviously, the smaller man in Tyler Bate getting the better of, and that situation seems are pissed off Rusev. Now lays in that huge lariat there. Now Rusev stalking his opponent now, driving in his elbows straight to the chest of Tyler Bate. And Rusev now with the momentum. Like I said, the bigger, stronger superstar Tyler Bate needs to use his speed and his agility advantage and utilise the aerial offense we know Tyler Bate can use in the ring. As Rusev though with a big Uranagi, but Bate fights back. So Bate is the underdog in this one, but Bate has made a career out of doing that. He has become a champion from doing that before. As Tyler Bate now wrenching the wrist and snapping the fingers of Rusev. I don't care how big, how strong you are, that's going to hurt. As Bate now with a huge clothesline of his own in the corner this time. Returns to send it to Rusev, and Bate now going middle rope again, using that, well, looking to use that aerial offense here. As Bate middle rope here. Double handspring cross, well, double spring cross body there, but no one saw Rusev out of the way too early in the matchup, wasting too much time there. Was Bate with the theatrics, and Rusev, no theatrics behind this, just kicking him and then a clothesline right across the throat there. So Rusev, someone that means business, no nonsense. It's the Bulgarian Brute. As Bate trying to get back to his feet, a huge clubbing bro. Rusev didn't connect with it though. And Tyler Bate hurricane around the takedown there. And Bate shooting star press from a standing position. Impressive as always. But Rusev kicks that too. Obviously Tyler Bate needs to avoid the accolade at all costs. And needs to look for the title driver 97 to win this one. As Bate in the corner with Rusev. Kick to the midsection. Rusev winded here by that. As Bate now looking to use the speed. But Rusev plants his feet and there's the strength advantage. And there's just another huge clothesline wiping out Tyler Bate there. As Rusev now with his huge clubbing forearms to the back of Bate here. And Rusev just one clubbing bro to the back of the neck on his way down as well, for good measure. As Rusev now using the power, just bullying Tyler Bate and launching him across the ring there. Rusev is in control of this one. And Rusev ground and pound here, raining down these huge rights and lefts here to the face of Tyler Bate. Well, Bate is not in control of this one, it's clear to say. And Bate doesn't look in a good way, but a huge reversal here by Tyler Bate. Rolls up Rusev. But Rusev kicks that too. And Bate, uppercut there. The quickness of Tyler Bate coming into play here. And Tyler Bate now looking for that knee, gets it. And Tyler Bate now in control of this one. Again working the wrist. And snapping the fingers here of Rusev. And Tyler Bate now up on the shoulders. Looking for the airplane spin. Looking to disorientate the Bulgarian Brute here. Going around one way. And Tyler Bate somehow going all the way around the other way. It's impressive as always. It's this manoeuvre. I see disorientates both superstars, but Rusev a bit lightheaded after that. Tyler Bate stumbles. And falls into the pin. But Rusev kicks that too. Gets his bearings back just in time to get his shoulder up there after the airplane swing by Tyler Bate. Goes back to the top rope here. And Tyler Bate now. Crossbody. Rusev again out of the way. And Rusev were just waiting for that. And there's a huge coming blow there. And now Rusev has stomped to the arm of Tyler Bate there. So we've seen a more methodical, a more calculated, a more cerebral Rusev than we've ever seen before. There's a gut wrench. Powerbomb there. And Tyler Bate forced to roll. As well, Rusev is just stalking Tyler Bate here. But Bate hangs Rusev over the top rope. And wherewithal to recover there. And Tyler Bate gingerly makes his way to the top rope. Will third time be the charm. And Tyler Bate with a crossbody. Hooks the leg into the cover. But Rusev again kicks out there. As always, Tyler Bate impressive as always in the ring. As Tyler Bate with a huge rolling senton there to the back of Rusev. Now Tyler Bate looking in a submission hold of his own here to the back. Or the Bulgarian brute here yanking back at the neck and digging the knee into the lower back at Rusev. But can Rusev find a way out of this one? Yes he can. And Rusev again with a huge lariat. Simple but effective. Now it's Rusev locking in a sleeper hold, a rear naked choke here on Tyler Bate. As Tyler Bate might be fading here. And Rusev may get this one done by a submission hold, but Tyler Bate powers out. Shows the resiliency we always know Tyler Bate has. That's made him a champion in the past. Now Bate. Tyler Driver 97. But Rusev kicks. Out at 2. And Tyler Bate building momentum. Sending Rusev over the top. I think we all know what Tyler Bate's thinking next there. And Tyler Bate's going to risk it all here. Biggest opportunity of his career. Suicide dive. Why's that Rusev? Oh, I don't think Tyler Bate is done quite there. There's Rusev wounded here. It's Rusev down. And Tyler Bate now. Again with another suicide dive. And Tyler Bate is fired up here. But Rusev... Well, Tyler Bate needs to get the carcass of Rusev back in the ring. But Tyler Bate instead has something else planned here. What is Tyler Bate cooking up here? And Tyler Bate going deep into his arsenal here. Has something big planned for the Bulgarian brute. Big back suplex. Off the apron, off the barricade, sorry. Seriously, what we saw Cody Rhodes to Kevin Owens in a main event of Clash in Paris. Maybe Tyler Bate was watching that and took a few ideas for himself into the ring for the cover. But Rusev again kicks out there. Tyler Bate just took a bit too much time getting back into the ring for the pinfall. And Rusev back elbow there. Mashka kick. But Tyler Bate kicks out, much to the displeasure and frustration of Rusev. And now he's using that frustration to beat the face with his huge rights and lefts and they're busted open. Tyler Bate does a smile, a wicked smile across the face of Rusev again, just laying in to this open wound now. And this is the new Rusev. The frustrated Rusev we've seen since returning. Who's here to get things done his way, and a bad landing there for Tyler Bate. And that lower back, and you see the blood pouring from the face now of Tyler Bate. And now Rusev just laying in these huge kicks to the legs of Tyler Bate here. And another. Look at the blood across the face of Tyler Bate. Now Rusev digging a boot into the throat here. And when a referee may need to get involved in this one and make a stoppage, because Tyler Bate is busted up and badly. Neither superstar wants that to happen, especially Tyler Bate. That's Rusev now. With another Uranagi. And Rusev believes it's over. It could be. But Tyler Bate again shows the heart and the resilience we've always known he's got. And somehow kicks out there. Oh, Bate's in a bad way. Look at the blood. Look at the open wound. As Rusev has bad intentions and launches Bate to ringside. Crash and burn. And Rusev believes he's got this one won via count out. That's Tyler Bate. Rusev celebrating his believed victory, but Tyler Bate's back in the ring somehow. And Tyler Bate, Hurricane Rana take down into Rusev. Oh, Tyler Bate. As Rusev really wants him. Somehow Tyler Bate is still fighting in this one again, going after the wrist and the finger set off Rusev. That's Bate now. With a big back suplex there. Now it's Tyler Bate cooking up next there, digging down deep. And they're somehow still fighting in this one. That's Tyler Bate. With that huge Raquel lariat off the ropes there. But Rusev with rope break saves the matchup for himself just. And Tyler Bate can't believe it. He put everything he had left in that lariat. And it somehow wasn't enough. And Tyler Bate is asking Rusev to bring it here. Needs to. I give him one hell of a matchup. One hell of a performance. To advance to the next round of the King of the Ring. It's a shame one of these two will have to lose this matchup after what these two have done in this ring. As these sort of slapping the hell out of one of them with his huge chops there. Neither man giving an inch. And Rusev is asking Tyler Bate to bring it. And these two are going to exchange. Huge strikes there in the middle of the ring. The open wound of Tyler Bate. Can imagine this coming to play this deep into the match when Rusev made a huge roundhouse. And you've got to imagine that Tyler Bate is done in this one now as Rusev locks in the accolade here. With it cinched in deep here. Rusev yanking back in the lower back of Tyler Bate. And with Tyler Bate maybe fading here. But Bate somehow slips out the back. And Tyler Bate now again rolls up Rusev to steal the victory here tonight. But again Rusev kicks out, breaks the heart off. Tyler Bate made us broken the face of Tyler Bate even more. As a Bulgarian brute now. He's in control of this one. This is looking bad here for Tyler Bate, who's down and out in the middle of the ring, but somehow getting back to his feet here. But Rusev looking to lock in the accolade for a second time. The first time Tyler Bate somehow slipped at the back, but this time I think this one's going to be over. As Rusev locked in tight here, is yanking back in the lower back here of Tyler Bate, and Tyler Bate no choice but to tap. And Rusev keeping it cinched in. And Rusev still with the accolade locked in, doing exactly what he did to Apollo Crews in those matchups with the, as we've seen a replay of this matchup here, the referee is trying to get Rusev off Tyler Bate so he can receive medical attention to that open wound and any injuries that may have been sustained in this matchup, especially with the accolade being locked in still at this stage of the matchup, or at this stage after the matchup is done. And what a show from Tyler Bate tonight. Somehow digging down deep and getting back into the match. And almost had it done. But this was the final moment of this one. Tyler Bate just had nothing left. And was forced to tap to fight another day. And Rusev advances into the King of the Ring tournament. After defeating Tyler Bate in the first round of one hell of a matchup here tonight. Pierce, you know what? I was here tonight to put myself in the King of the Ring tournament, but after what I just heard back out there earlier tonight, I might hate to ask you, well, actually tell you to put my name in the race to face Bron Breakker. Hell, just even make it my match. Bron Breakker v Jericho, United Champions. That sounds incredible. Jericho, you're right. That does sound great, but you see, you've not been around here that long recently, and you've been good since you came back. You picked up an injury, though. You've been back just tonight, so you're going to have to earn this shot if you want it. There's a bunch of superstars that want a shot at the title, so next week, if you want to face Bron Breakker, you're going to have to win the match I'll put you in. And what it's time for our next matchup here, in which the Culling are making their main roster debut here tonight. I see that is Sean Spears, Nico Vance and Izzy Dame, the trio, but it's only going to be Sean Spears and Nico Vance out here for tag team action. You've got to imagine that Izzy Dame is somewhere backstage lurking And she needs to get involved in this matchup at some point. There's Shawn Spears and Nika Vance. A great tag team. We'll see what they can do down in NXT. See Nika Vance, the powerhouse of the team. Shawn Spears, a leader, the mentor. With the experience. Leading Izzy Dame and Nika Vance, hopefully to success. As we're going to find out here tonight in their first matchup on Monday Night Raw. I see the tag team. See the split across both brands, with the tag team championships being defended across both of them. With the Undisputed Tag Team Championships currently being held by the new champions, the New Day, after they defeated the Motor City Machine Guns like Cash and Perry to win them via underhanded tactics, the same way they got the opportunity to begin with. But the New Day are your champions currently. The question is, are the Culling next in line to get an opportunity? They want to do so. They're out here to prove that they deserve to be here on Monday Night Raw, and also on SmackDown as well on the main roster, and that they are championship caliber superstars in the tag team division. Let's see who they're going to be taking on for the debut here tonight in Turin, Italy. It's going to be the LWO, and when I'm being told it's going to be Cruz del Toro and Wacky and Wild out here for tag team action. So like I say, these two as part of the LWO have been incredible as of recently in tag team matches. Have picked up some wins and some losses, but every time they're in action, they bring the fight and show that they can be, a championship team at some point. The question is, can they get a victory here tonight over the Culling? So the LWO are the fan favourites in this one. They'll be supported by this Turin crowd here in Italy. You can hear the reception they're getting, but the Culling are going to try to take the crowd out of this, slow the match down to their pace, use the power advantage they have over the LWO, not let them get to the high fight offense that they like to use, not letting them pick up the pace for the tag team matchup. They're going to slow it down, use their power, and that's what they need to do to win this one. But let's get this one underway here in a second. The LWO taking on the Culling in their tag team debut here on Monday Night Raw. Or Shawn Spears starting this one off on his debut up against the LWO here. Let's get this one underway. Well, it's Cruz del Toro starting this one off for the LWO. Shawn Spears sweeping the leg there. So that's the experience of Shawn Spears. Just dodging that huge attempted roundhouse kick there from Cruz del Toro and then sweeping the leg. And now he has full control of this tag team match, sending him off the ropes there. A sit out spine buster there. And Shawn Spears now in control of this one, like I say. A boot across the face. And like I say, just cutting off the ring, slowing it down. Not allowing the LWO to use their speed to their advantage. Shawn Spears just mocking, whacking Wild. Telling him to get involved in a match. Obviously he can't do so until the tag is made. And Shawn Spears sends Cruz del Toro over the top rope here, but Cruz del Toro hanging on and fires a forearm back into the face, and now a hangman's neck breaker. As Cruz del Toro now trying to get back into this one, climbs to the top here, looking to use the high flying offense, looking to walk the ropes, but Shawn Spears saw it coming and stepped out of the way, and they're going after the legs here of Cruz del Toro. Impressive athleticism as we saw there, but we didn't connect with a drop kick. As now Nika Vance is brought into the match, and a boot to the midsection for his first involvement as Vance now with a boot across the face there. So Nika Vance not letting this Turin crowd get to him on his big debut under the bright lights of the main roster. So Nika Vance here just showing that the crowd isn't going to get to him. But Cruz del Toro boots to the face and pushes him away. And Cruz del Toro now stomped to the ankle. Needs to make a tag to Wacky and Wild to get his tag team partner into this one. Cruz del Toro here looking for a suplex or a brainbuster here. Nika Vance slips at the back. And there's a chop block again getting in between Cruz del Toro and his tag team partner, cutting the ring in half up on the shoulders. And a punch straight to the face there. And there is Wacky and Wild taken out by Nika Vance. Now goes to the ground and pound here on Cruz del Toro, and has busted him wide open here. And this is the teachings of Shawn Spears being brought into effect in this one. We're seeing the tutorship Coming to full fruition, and now Sean Spears. Oh, just a straight punch hit in the midsection. No gift behind that one. And Spears now reverse DDT. And Sean Spears now just watching Chris Toro try get to the tag and cuts him off before he could do so. And Sean Spears again. This time though, wiping out whacking wide was Sean Spears. So Spears now looking for an atomic drop and gets it. And looking for a second one. See again cutting a ring in half. It's a Culling are in control of this one. Sean Spears looking for a boot to the back of the neck, but Cruz Toro fights out. And Cruz Toro now trying to rally here. A Spanish fly connects. Takes out Nico Vance. And Cruz Toro here to the top. But there, Sean Spears taking him out. I think Cruz Toro was in two minds here to go after Nico Vance or to stay on the front foot on Sean Spears. Just got caught in between the two options, and there's a roll up. A great counter there. But Spears turns it over. But so does Cruz Toro. And Sean Spears again, back and forth these two go. And Cruz Toro kicks out there. Like I said, Cruz Toro's been in this one, has been busted open. He needs to make the tag to his tag team partner, but Cruz Toro instead. Fisherman's Buster. And now can he make the tag? It's a big move delivered. The Sean Spears there. As that Cruz Toro tags out whacking wide in the matchup for the first time. And there's a punch in the midsection there. And returns a sender from the LWA to Sean Spears. It's now an atomic drop. And a boost to the face has busted open Sean Spears. But Nico Vance is in to save the matchup for the Culling. As that Cruz Toro build up momentum. Huge splash. And Cruz Toro taking some revenge. You can see the blood point for the face of Sean Spears now. And Spears kick to the midsection. Drives him down onto the knee. But whacking, well, I should say Cruz Toro breaks at the pin. It looked like Whacking Wild was going to be out of it for a second there. Sean Spears in control of this one now. Once again, the Culling in control of his tag team bout. DDT. Sean Spears just going a bit old school. Just mocking the crowd who used to cheer for him back in the day. That's going to be a mistake as Whacking Wild back in this one. Roll through. Double knees to the face of a code breaker. But Sean Spears kicks out at two. To keep it alive, like I say, for the Culling here. As Whacking Wild going to the top. And use a higher flying offense here. As Wild looking for the crossbody, no one's home. And Sean Spears again with the experience. Stopping that one in its track, just waiting in wait and just getting out of the way of the offense. And there's a DDT. Simple but effective again from Sean Spears at this stage of his career. Using his experience to his advantage. Now Nico Vance tagged back in, and another boot there. And Nico Vance again with that boot right across the face. Now repeating the trick with some kicks here. Oh, Nico Vance stalking his opponent here. Just drives the knees into the back there. As Vance goes into his feet here. Just Nico Vance got planned next there. A knee right to the face there. And drive in. The knee into the mat there. Nico Vance backs it up into the corner of the LWO. Looking maybe to put this one away here. As Nico Vance with a spear. But Whacking Wild somehow kicks out. Well, Shawn Spears telling Nika Vance to stay on the offense. Nika Vance is going to try to do so. Looking for a suplex here. Maybe a brainbuster. Turn it around low. Whack it wild. With a counter there. And whack it now. What's he thinking next there? Russian leg sweep. Looking to lock it up into an octopus stretch here. Looking to make Nika Vance submit. Can he do so? But Shawn Spears is in to break it up to save the matchup. And whacking wide sensors. Blood in the water, quite literally, on the face of Shawn Spears and his tag team partner, Cruz Toro. It's whacking wide, makes the tag. It's the OWO now looking for the tag team offense. Double shoulder tackle there. It's Cruz Toro with the accent up there. It's Cruz Toro in control of this one. Roundhouse kick connects there. Elbow drop does as well. It's Cruz Toro going for the motion, shooting star press. Now to the top rope. Cruz Toro here. 450 splash. But Nika Vance kicks out. Well, the Culling here are showing showing the resiliency they have, the amount of punishment they can take. As well. There is a kick to the midsection, a Superman punch. By Nika Vance, now makes the tag to Shawn Spears. And Shawn Spears now calling. Cruz Toro to his feet here. Now up on the shoulders. Drives him down face first. And just take it out. Whacking well for good measure. And Shawn Spears looking to put this one away here. Up on the shoulders. With the Death Valley driver. Can the Culling get the debut victory? Yes, they do. It was a hard-fought victory. And Whacking Wild Day is arguing with the official saying that they cheated. They did, yes. But they get the victory nonetheless. And the Culling are victorious on their main roster debut. And the LWO want to put up a great fight. That's one thing for sure. But in the end, they underhand the tactics of the Culling. Got a job done. And right here, I thought it was over right here. The spear by Nika Vance. But somehow Whacking Wild got the shoulders up right there. And after the 450 splash by Cruz Toro, I thought it was over, but somehow Nika Vance kicked out. And then right here, this is the final moment. A Death Valley driver from Shawn Spears. Securing a pinfall for their team. And the Culling are victorious. No easy game tonight needed. As they get a victory on their main roster debut. Much to the displeasure of this crowd here tonight. But they do not care. As they are here. A tag team gold, you can imagine. That's in their sights. And when it's time for a main event in the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament, and who else better to be in the Queen of the Ring than one of the most experienced women on the roster, and that is the veteran Natalya, trying to get herself back into the championship contendership here tonight. If she can advance into the Queen of the Ring tournament, then she obviously will get a championship shot if she goes on to win it. But she can impress in this tournament, and maybe a shot at a mid-card championship could be in her future. But Natalya, I said, a veteran, and get a big victory here tonight. It hasn't been going Natalya's way as of recently. Losses have been stacking up for her. I said, that's Roxanne Perez beating her via cheating. So Roxanne Perez is now part of the Judgment Day. But Natalya, let's see who she's taking on here tonight in our main event. In the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament. And well, it's going to be a member of the Judgment Day. And it's going to be Raquel Rodriguez here tonight. And I'm being told that the Judgment Day are backstage. But Raquel was asked to get this one done by herself. To prove she deserves to be in this opportunity, this position. So we've seen her build momentum, get towards championship level contendership, and then it kind of just all fizzles away as it seems to all go towards Liv Morgan. Whenever Roxanne Perez or Raquel Rodriguez get themselves anywhere close to championship contendership, all of a sudden Liv Morgan takes the spotlight and holds them back. That's what many people believe. And maybe that's why Raquel Rodriguez is out here by herself. No Judgment Day. No help she's asked for. No Liv Morgan or Perez at ringside. No JD. No Finn Balor. No Dirty Dom. Just Raquel Rodriguez. With sort of success Raquel had done in NXT. And she's been on the precipice of success on the main roster since making a debut all these years ago. Let's get this one underway. Natalya v Raquel for the first round of the Queen of the Ring tournament here. And what it's safe to say, there's going to be a big elimination in the first round with Natalya, the veteran, or Raquel Rodriguez, someone looking to prove herself, being out in the first round as Natalya. You see the better wrestler, the two, no doubt about that one. When it comes to mat wrestling and chain grappling, as we're seeing right here, but Raquel Rodriguez with the strength, using that to her advantage and slamming down Natalya there. And Raquel just showcasing the strength as Raquel now kicked to the midsection there, cheap shot to Natalya. And again, just planting Natalya down. I was dropping an elbow there. I see Natalya, the veteran, needs to use what got her to the dance. The technical submission wrestling that she can do. We know that much. And again, another body stun there. And a pinfall now by Raquel. And a defiant kick out there from Natalya at one. So Raquel knew that wasn't going to get the job done. But that was just a bit... Well, it's a great counter there by Natalya. Kick to the midsection and a forearms to the back there. But that was mind games from Raquel. Trying to get in the head of the veteran. With a disrespect, as Natalya is someone that believes she's been overlooked, but Adam Pearce giving her a big opportunity tonight in the Queen of the Ring tournament, wishes to get past Raquel Rodriguez to advance. And there's a great takedown there by Natalya, and now goes into a pinfall herself, and a kick out by one from Raquel, and Natalya is telling Raquel to bring it, and that she's going to do the same to her. And Raquel with that huge drop kick, and now going after the leg set of the veteran Natalya. And not using the strength of the old shot across the ring. So Raquel, like I said, has been someone that's been on the precipice of championship gold not long ago. As Natalya, though, uses the momentum there with a DDT, a great counter there from the veteran. And boots there to the midsection. And Natalya, classic Natalya there with the boots to the face with a drop kick there. Well, Natalya tonight in all white and pink, Raquel in the black, and that's a great reversal there from Raquel, though, answering back to get control of this one. Now drives Natty into the corner, and some elbows to the side of the head of the veteran. And Rodriguez again in control, again just launches her across the ring there. It's blatant sign of disrespect there to the veteran from Raquel Rodriguez, who believes that her time is now. And people like Natalya are in her way, and they should leave and step aside for the new generation. But Natty kicks out there. And Raquel now looking for that huge clothesline there, and gets it on the second attempt. Dropping Natalya to the mat. And Natalya fights back there. Natalya now catches her with a huge forearm. Now clothesline drops Raquel. And Natalya, like I say, using her technical submission wrestling to her advantage here. Yanking back on the arms of Raquel Rodriguez. Trying to take out a power game and the strength. Raquel fights out. Looks for the kick. Natalya counters. Hooks her up here. And there's a huge German suplex. And now Natalya in control. Drives Raquel face first into the mat for a second time here tonight. Natalya looking good in this one, you've got to say. Huge strength. Sit out. Running powerbomb there. But Raquel kicks out. And Natalya just wiping her hands with Raquel Rodriguez there. Something to the back of the head. No one's there though. Raquel fights out. There's another drop kick there by Raquel Rodriguez. Now Raquel going after the arm here. And slowing down the pace of the matchup here. With a trap squeeze here to Natalya. Natalya fighting back to a vertical base here. A huge shot there to the midsection. A huge right hand there delivered. rocking her, and now an abdominal stretch locked in, and also yanking back in the leg. Extra torque on the lower back here, with a submission hold locked in on Raquel Rodriguez. Can imagine the Judgment Day are backstage, worried at this one. And there's a deep arm drag there by Raquel to get back in control of this one. So Raquel says she wants to do this by herself. And she wins it tonight, then that'll be, you know, a great win for us. But she loses to Natalya, and the rest of the Judgment Day will be disappointed that they weren't able to be outside to help her win this one. So she wants to get herself the championship goal. You've got to imagine that Liv Morgan will be in this tournament herself. She's the former women's world heavyweight champion, and there's a huge fallaway slam. And Raquel with some words said to Natalya, and I don't imagine they were nice ones, and a forearm there to the face. Raquel in control of this one now, digging a boot into the throat and the chest of a future Hall of Famer here. And Raquel knee across the jaw, and Raquel believes that could be it. But Natalya kicks out again there. So the displeasure, like I say, of Raquel Rodriguez there, believing it was over, but it isn't yet. And Raquel again using the power, looking for the fall-away slam. Natalya again counters though into a DDT. The veteran getting the better of Raquel. Now Natalya here. Crossbody, middle rope. And Natalya now building momentum. What is Natty thinking next there? It's Natalya with a spear. Double leg takedown. And going after the legs here. Looking for maybe a surfboard stretch here. Maybe a dragon sleeper variation. And instead going for just for the straight surfboard stretch here. So looking to wear down Raquel for the sharpshooter later in this one. And Raquel fights out, rolls through. As Raquel now catches her, hoists her up. Just drives her down into the mat, plants her, stacks her up. But Natalya again kicks out there. A big kick out there from the veteran. As now it's a submission hold used by Raquel Rodriguez to Natalya. Trying to weigh down her. That's a double like Boston Crab, but Natalya, you got to imagine, knows the way out of this one. At the back of her hand, and does so there. As Natalya again wrapping up the arm here. Looking to once again yank back. And there's rope break caught though of a rookie mistake by the veteran. But Natalya stays in control. Returns to sender there to Raquel, has busted her wide open. And Natalya's fired up here. Raquel's in a bad way to being busted open by a huge knee across the face. You can see the damage it's done. Not only to the cut, but also there's Natty by nature delivered there. And Raquel kicks out again though, just about still in this one. It's for the great main event so far. Both of these two want to advance far into this tournament. They want to go on to win it, to get themselves a championship shot at SummerSlam later down the line. As Natalya off the ropes there. Raquel Rodriguez counters huge clothesline. And driving these huge elbows into Natalya to wear her down. Now Raquel sewing the matchup down here. Yanking on the neck here. Twisting the neck and the jaw of Natalya. Raquel just slowing the pace down, like I say, in control of this one. So when the matchup is this pace, she can control it as I just driving the knees into, well, shoulders into the midsection. Sorry, then there's a covering blow to the back. Natalya forced to use the ropes to get back to her feet here on the apron. As Raquel Rodriguez now uses the ropes to deliver a son there to Natalya. And Raquel, I think she's a bit pissed off the way this matchup's gone. Raquel now sends Natalya back into the ring though. First she might want to use the steel steps, but instead throws it back into the ring. And a stomp to the arm here. Delivered. Raquel Rodriguez now into the corner with Natalya. What's she thinking next there? As Raquel, with bad intentions for the veteran. Looking to go big. Looking for a superplex and gets it. And wow, calling her to her feet here. After that huge superplex is Raquel Rodriguez. Kick to the midsection court. And Natalya takes her down, looking to lock in the sharpshooter. Using the veteran instincts there. And now the sharpshooter's locked in. Deep hit on Raquel Rodriguez. Can she find her way out of this one? Or will Natalya advance into the next round of the tournament? So a great main event so far between these two. But Raquel rolls through, pushes her away. And there's a huge clothesline for a second time. Almost decapitating Natalya there. There's a huge forearm striker to Raquel, looking to put this one away here. Looking for the twisting senton bomb. But Natalya somehow kicks out, and Raquel Rodriguez getting frustrated here. And it's clear to see why. She thought it was over there. And Natalya showing her defiance, her resiliency. But Raquel Rodriguez. Oh, what is Raquel thinking here? Is Raquel taking apart the announce table here? Bad intentions for Natalya, it's clear to see. As Natalya back to her feet. That's for a huge shot. Raquel counters, delivers one of her own. Now Raquel using the power, hoists her up and launches it out to the floor. And well, this is a different side to Raquel Rodriguez than we've seen before. As Raquel now perhaps looking to put her through the announce table here. That's bad intentions for Natalya, she can do so. This matchup is surely over. As Raquel through the table goes Natalya. And Raquel now has this matchup won surely. Natalya sent back into the ring. But Raquel isn't done yet. It's Raquel Rodriguez to Hana bomb to advance. And she's done so in a great main event. Raquel Rodriguez knocks out Natalya from the Queen of the Ring tournament. A big elimination there. So we saw Rusev advance earlier tonight in the men's side of the King of the Ring. And Raquel wins, so the powerhouses are doing well so far in this tournament. And Raquel Rodriguez, we saw a different side of it tonight. This was after being put for the announce table. I mean, the match was done there. But Raquel Rodriguez wanted the definitive statement. And there is the title bomb for the 1, the 2 and the 3. And Raquel Rodriguez, most importantly, gets the job done by herself here tonight. Busted open. She does not care. She advances into the next round. Oh, the Queen of the Ring. What a main event we just saw here tonight.